Have you got your no quota? Today we are talking about why you need a quota for getting no's. Now, I know that is probably the most bizarre thing you have ever heard in your life. If you're in sales, if you're in network marketing, if you're in something where you're out there making moves and we're actually aiming for yes, then hearing the idea of having a no quota is a little crazy, right? But we're gonna talk all about it. So if you're just jumping on, let me give you a shout out. Go ahead and put a hashtag live. If you are watching the replay, drop a hashtag replay. Now, if we haven't met before, love to say hey and introduce myself. My name's Summer Jeronimo, and I have been so very blessed to be in network marketing for the past 10 years. And my husband and I have had some pretty incredible success. We did have some struggles in the beginning, but we've had some great success. And so I'm going to share with you some of the things that we've done to build a team of over 50,000 distributors so you can get on your journey that much faster. So if you're popping on, go ahead and share where you coming in from. I'm out of Houston, Texas today. I see Ms. Loli. Great to see you, girlfriend. I got Callie in the house. What's up, Pascal? How are ya? Where are you guys coming in from? So guys, this may not only be, something that would be beneficial for you, but if you have a team of people and you're all moving together towards your goal, then this is for them as well. So feel free to hit the share button. Let's get some people on with us and have them join the party. What's up, Miss Anna? How are you? How is Houston treating you? Who else do we have? Go ahead and put where you're coming in from. And if you look on the bottom of your phone, you'll see a share. You can invite your friends to join us. So today we are talking about, did you hit your no quota? Now you might be saying, what on earth is a no quota and why would we want more no's? Has anybody wondered that? Have you wondered why we're talking about getting no's? If you have, put some question marks down in the comment section. Hey, George, great to see you. Where are you coming in from? So I don't know if you've ever heard of this book, but I would say maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago, I was introduced to this book called Go for No. Have you heard of it? If you have, let me know. If you haven't heard of Go for No, then you can let me know that as well. But here's the story. Most people, if you're in sales, if you're in network marketing, if you're doing something where you're talking to people and you're offering something, we have been programmed since like the dawn of time to avoid the word no. Are you with me? Hey, what's up, Shauna? Great to see you, girl. How do you feel about the word no? Do you like no, or would you rather not have it? No is one of those words that we've all been taught, like you want to be successful, you don't want to fail, you want to hear yes, 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 yes. But the truth of the matter is, in order for us to get to our goal, we're probably going to get some no's. We're probably going to have some stumbling things that we come across. And so we're going to talk about why you need a no quota. So, it's interesting because oftentimes our goal is to get, yes, sad face, right? Oftentimes our goal is to get a yes. Like we say, hey, you know what? I want to get a new recruit. I want a new person to join my team. We're completely programmed to hear the word yes, that's the only thing that we're pushing for. And, oh, by the way, that if we hear no, that we maybe have been rejected or we did something wrong or it's like something about us. And the truth of the matter is this. Yes is the destination, but no is how you get there. How are we going to get to the yeses if we never get a no? How are we going to get to the success? How are we going to get to the goal? How are we going to get to the finish line if we never have some hurdles along the way that we have to overcome? So I want to share with you. So imagine you are at, hey, Daniel, how are you? You liking this, huh? Drop me some love. Show me some emojis, some hearts, whatever you got. Imagine you are at a restaurant. You come in, they sit you down. What is the first thing that the waiter or waitress does? They ask you, hey, what would you like to drink? What can I get you an appetizer? They try and get you to say yes as many times as possible. But what do they hear all day long? Do you want some coffee? Do you want dessert? They hear no, right? they hear the word no. And it's funny because since we've been so programmed to hear yes, 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 like you're only winning if you're getting yeses, the truth of the matter is that's not really true. And it doesn't really work that way. What happens is we have to get ourselves in situations where we hear the word no. And number two, we're like okay with it. We're like, okay, I got a no. Okay, awesome, right? Like we are cool with getting no's. And so imagine if the waiter or waitress, they never offered you anything. They're just like, okay, what can I get for you? They didn't offer you a drink. They didn't offer you an appetizer. They didn't offer you, food. They didn't say, hey, can I get you a dessert, right? They are hearing no all stinking day long. But when it comes to us, going out there, building a business, being an entrepreneur, making sales, getting recruits, getting customers, like we feel like somehow if we hear no, that we did something wrong or that like we're not supposed to. Are you with me? Can I get an amen, somebody? Do you know what I'm talking about, right? And so no is an interesting thing because if we can start changing how we feel about the word no and actually kind of set up a no quota, you will be surprised. So, okay, have you ever been out and let's say you're going to buy a new car and you go there and you walk in and they don't offer you anything. No, that doesn't happen, right? What happens is they offer. They're like, can I upgrade you to this? Can I get you that? Would you like fries with this, right? Like hearing the word no is okay. And so what I would propose is that if we focus on getting no's instead of getting yeses all of the time, then we'd actually, number one, feel better about what we're doing. And number two, we'd have more fun along the way, right? Like it would be okay. What's up, Mr. Lichardi? How are you? We got Big Timer here in the house. Everyone say hey to Danny. I think I saw Miss Deborah from Spokane as well. Great to see you. Great to see you. All right, I did something here that messed up my comments. Sorry, guys. So I'm learning this iPhone situation, and as you can see, I'm a rookie, so I don't know if I'm gonna see any more of your comments the rest of the time because I pressed something crazy. But let's continue onward. We shall march forward. Okay, so we have to change how we think about this word now. So I'm gonna share with you a story about one of my buddies. His name is Ray Higdon. If you know Ray, drop a hashtag Ray in the comment section. Him and I go way back, okay? Like back to 2007. Okay, when we were first really getting into network marketing. And at this time, we were in Florida, market was booming, market just started crashing down, and we all said, hey, let's join this crazy thing called network marketing. Like, people are talking about it, let's do it. And so he invites us to join an opportunity, we did some work together, and then we ended up parting ways. Well, here's what's interesting. So Ray had gotten to a place in his life, he was a big-time real estate investor in Florida. And it was like ruling the world, and then the market came crashing down, and like house after house after house ended up going to foreclosure. So the guy was not in a good spot. And he came across this book on going for no. And like if you've ever kind of felt like you've been maybe kicked down by the world, or you had crazy stuff go down and it just wasn't, I'm gonna try and get rid of these. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm just not gonna see your comments. Sorry. If you've ever kind of like really knew you had to do something and you're at a spot where like life kind of beat you up, and for me, I kind of went through a foreclosure situation years ago where we lost a number of houses. That's what he's going through. If you've ever felt like that, the last thing you want to hear is no. Right? Like you're like, dude, I need a break, right? Like, what can I do that can help move me forward, right? And so in any case, he's in the spot, losing all the houses, trying to make it in network marketing, just not feeling super great about himself. And he came across this book called Go for No. And what he learned after reading through this is that actually it's by pushing and pushing and pushing until you get the no's that we have more success. In this book, there's a story about a gentleman who was working at like a men's clothing store, where they sell suits, right? So in there, people come in, they'll want to buy suits, and this guy's a salesperson, the author of the book. And he's like, okay, the manager was visiting the store that day, and he's like, I got to make a good impression. He got like the golden ticket. Okay, this dude walks in, and this guy's like, okay, I need a suit. And he buys like the most expensive suit in the store. But then he's like, okay, well, can I get one in a couple colors, right? So he takes it, he walks out. The salesman, the author of the book, is like super pumped. He's like, manager, are you checking me out? Are you down? Do you see what just happened here? Like he did something, right? Like the guy came in and said, I want it all. The manager, very politely, after the customer left, pulled him aside and said, yeah, I see you made a $2,000 sale and that's great. However, he never told you no. He never told you no. He never said he didn't want cufflinks. He never said he didn't need ties. He never said he didn't want shoes. He never said he didn't need socks. He never said he didn't need all these other things that we could have upsold him on. All you did is you were super excited because you had hit your goal for the day. Oh, I wanted to make a sale, or I want to make 2 sales, right? He was super pumped because he hit his goal, that he didn't continue until he got the word no. He could have had a $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 sale, but instead he settled for a $2,000 sale. And how many times do we do the same thing? We have a goal that we're pushing for, and we're like, okay, I want a new recruit this week. And it's Monday. You're like, okay, by Friday, I'm gonna get me a new recruit, right? And so you're talking, you're moving, you're grooving, and you happen to talk to someone, and they're like, okay, it's 12 noon, they're in prime time, they're totally ready, and they're like, oh, yes, I've been meaning to call you. Yes, I know we talked about it a while ago. I'm ready to rock it out. How do I get started? And Monday comes and they're like, dude, okay, I got my sign up, party, right? Like they're ready to kick back the rest of the week because they hit their goal. They're like, I got it. But do you see how if that person had a no quota, like they were going for, instead of the yes quota is awesome, and I think that we're always gonna have the yes quota. But if we say, hey, you know what? My goal is to get 5 no's today. Could you imagine if you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna talk to people and talk to people and talk to people until I hear the word no 5 times. What would that do for you? You might get a yes, you might get 2 yeses, you might get 3 yeses. But until you get to 5 no's, you ain't stopping. So that person that had a goal of like getting a new recruit at the beginning of the week, if their goal was, hey, how can I get X number of people to say no this week? Then they would continue to go and continue to go and continue to go until they hit that goal. And then who knows how many people would have joined their team. Isn't this interesting? Is this a little different way of thinking? If so, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about this. It was new for me. I'm going to tell you, growing up, being around sales and growing, kind of spending quite a few years in network marketing, when I heard this, I was like, this is revolutionary. Like, this is something I've never heard anything like this before. Like, why on earth would you want a no quota? But then I started seeing, as they started going through different examples, how like the people that got the most no's were actually the people that got the most yeses. They were the people that ranked on up or promoted to the top of the company, or they were the top salespeople, right? And so if we decide that we're going to start retraining how we think about no, do you think it might shift some things in your life, in your business, in the way you feel about prospecting and showing people what you have? Because one of the biggest problems that we have in network marketing is we're afraid of hearing no. We're afraid of rejection. We're afraid of all of these things that we have associated with that word. But if we actually made that the goal, right? Yes is the destination. No is how we get there. That if we made that the goal, things could really shift. And I mean, let's just take it up a notch even more. Like, let's say if not only you bought into this concept, but maybe you had 2 or 3 or 4 people in your team that said, I'm down with that. Hey, let's do this together. Like, let's be accountability partners. And every day we're going to talk. And if you haven't got your 5 no's yet, I'm going to say you need to jump on Facebook and do some prospecting, right? Like, imagine what could happen. Imagine how different things could be. And, it's funny because this applies in business, but it applies in so many areas of your life. So earlier today, I was at the gym and I had a personal goal that I wanted to get for myself. I had so I'm going to tell you, this is for me, the year of the 6-pack. I got to take this and get that washboard abs, right? That's one of my personal goals. Like, for a long time, I just kind of settled for, how it was, and I was fine with it, but not anymore. And so I was at the gym earlier today, and, I set a goal for myself for my weightlifting. I set a goal for myself on the treadmill, and I actually did my own personal best ever. So I was super pumped about it. But isn't that how it works? Like, if you want to get to that next level in your life or in your fitness or in anything you're doing, like when you're out there and you're bench pressing, you're pushing weights, or you're doing squats or whatever you're doing, like, you go until your body says, no. If you go down one more time on the squat, you ain't coming back up, right? Like, you have to go for no. And it doesn't just apply there, but obviously in our business. And so let us circle back around, okay? So I started sharing with you my story about my buddy, Ray Higdon. He read the book. He said, hey, I am going to go for no. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to take this concept, which is foreign and different and, maybe a little bit out there, but I like it. And I'm going to do something with it. And so he did. And his goal quota was he wanted to have 20 no's. 20 no's. And 20 no's each and every day. So I don't know how many people he had to talk to get to the 20. But could you imagine? He said 20 no's. Well, within just, I think, 3 or 4 months, he was doing 20, 30 grand a month. He had propelled himself from foreclosure, losing everything, mindset not in the best spot, to #1 income earner in his company. Crazy, right? So just a couple of thoughts on the go for no philosophy. If you liked it, let me know. Drop some comments, drop some emojis, whatever you got. If you have, I can't see your comments now, but I will come see them later. If you have any thoughts on this matter, let me know. Drop a comment below. And one of the things that has been so very big for myself and my husband wasn't just taking this go for no philosophy, but in also kind of identifying the different areas of our life that maybe we're stumbling blocks. Like changing our mindset from, hey, I'm always focused on yeses, to, oh, I'm going to go for no. That's a mindset thing, right? Maybe we have some other things in our life like, oh, I did something in the past, it didn't work out that great, and you know what? I don't think I'm going to try it again. Maybe we have some different areas in our life that are holding us back, and we may either realize it or not realize it. But I put together something a number of months ago called the 10-step process. And the 10-step process is really for people that are sick and tired of settling for mediocre. They're sick and tired of, status quo, and they're ready to get to the finish line. And so if that's you, and you're in a spot in your life where you're like, 2018, this year is the year of my breakthrough. This year is the year where I go to the next level. This year is the year where all of the things that used to be an excuse in the past are no longer an excuse, but actually a reason that I'm pushing forward. And so if that's you, and you're ready to get to the finish line, you're ready to rank advance, then I'm going to share this with you. And so what I'll do is I'm going to drop the link here in the comment section. Once we're done, you can click on that. It's going to take you to a spot where you enter your email, and then it will give you access to this special bonus training. So that's my free gift to you. I want to pay it forward. I mean, we've been so very blessed by what network marketing has done in our life. And there was a lot of mindset that went around getting there. Right? Like, we had our share of no's, we've had our share of struggles, we've had our share of, hiccups along the road. But how do you continue when you've had those things come try and attack you and get in your way? And that's what this extra bonus training is all about. So I'm going to leave that there. That's my free gift to you guys. It's been so great spending some time with you all. If this added some value to you, please let me know. Drop a comment below. Feel free to share and tag team members if you think that they should hear it, which I think everybody needs to hear it. So do yourself a favor and share the video once we're done. And until next time, go out there, live your life to the full, conquer your fears, and let's go get everything that God has in store for you. Take care, my friend, and I'll see you later.